Welcome to the demonstration of the voice cloning and text-to-speech synthesis toolbox. For convenience, we will just call it the SV2 TTS toolbox. After running the command in the Windows command prompt, the toolbox will open as we can see on our screen. As you can see on the top left side, the dataset has been loaded already in the toolbox because we passed the dataset while running the toolbox in the Windows command prompt. After that, we can select a random speaker and load an utterance from these drop-down boxes. For example, if I randomize the speaker and its utterance, and if I load it after that, yes, so we can see that a utterance has been loaded in our toolbox. After an utterance is loaded, the MEL spectrogram for that utterance is generated along with an embedding of that utterance. If the user generates more than 4 utterances, then the plot which is visible on the bottom left will be changing according to the generation of those utterances. For example, if we randomize the utterance again and load it, another MEL spectrogram will be created, and as we can see, the bottom left plot changed from 3 points to 2 points, and now if we randomize it again and load it, it will change again. So we just need one more point to load the UMAP projections. So we'll just randomize it again and load the utterance. After loading the utterance, the toolbox will start drawing the UMAP projections for the first time, and it will take a few seconds. Yes, so as we can see, the UMAP projection has been created on the bottom left side. The green the green plot points, the green points on the UMAP projection denote the embedding of the utterances which have been plotted using the MATLAB plot function. So after an utterance has been loaded, it is now time to synthesize the utterance. For synthesizing the voice, to synthesize the utterance, we have to click on the synthesize only option. To synthesize the utterance, we have to click on the synthesize only option. After clicking on the synthesize only option, it will create a MEL spectrogram for the synthesized voice. As we can see, a MEL spectrogram for the synthesized voice has been created. The utterance which was loaded can be played using the play button.
And he placed it in that gentleman's fingers, who now took his turn at the lamp, and contemplated the little parallelogram with a gleam of sly amusement.
Let us select a random speaker again and we will load an utterance from them. After loading the utterance, we can play that utterance. As we can see on the bottom left plot, for loading a different utterance, the color of the plot changes from green to red. This is to distinguish between the utterances of different speakers. We can play the utterance to hear the voice of
Thought the fir tree, and believed it all, because the man who told the story was so good-looking. Well, well.
Now we will synthesize the utterance. After synthesizing the utterance, a MEL spectrogram and embedding for that utterance will be created on the bottom right of the toolbox. After the MEL spectrogram has been created, we can proceed to clone the voice of the utterance which was loaded by the user. Click on the vocode only option. After clicking on the vocode only button, we can see that the waveform generation for that utterance will begin. This will be done in real time, and the speed of the creation of the this will be done in real time and the speed of the this will be done in real time and the speed of the generation of the waveform will depend on the CPU power of the user.
Welcome to the toolbox to begin load an utterance from your datasets or record one yourself. Once its embedding has been created, you can synthesize any text written here. With the current synthesizer, model punctuation and special characters will be ignored. The synthesizer expects to generate outputs that are somewhere between 5 and 12 seconds. To mark breaks, write a new line. Each line will be treated separately. Then they are joined together to make the final spectrogram. Use the vocoder to generate audio. The vocoder generates almost in constant time, so it will be more time efficient for longer inputs like this one. On the left you have the embedding projections. Load or record more utterances to see them. If you have at least 2 or 3 utterances from a same speaker, a cluster should form. Synthesized utterances are of the same color as the speaker whose voice was used, but they were represented with a cross.
So as we can see, the synthesized voice was generated and it read the text which was written on the top right of this box. We look on the bottom left of the toolbox and we can see that there are two crosses and number of dots here on the projections. The crosses represent the generated voice which was generated by us using the vocode only option, and the dots represent the utterances which was loaded by the user using the load option. The different colors represent the different speakers and their utterances. And as we can see that the utterances from a same speaker and the generations of their voice are all clustered up in one part, and the utterances from the another user has been clustered up in another part. We can also record our voice to load it as a voice sample and generate a cloned voice from that. Also, we can use the browse button to import another voice sample which has been recorded earlier, and also we can use the browse button to import a Also, we can use the browse button to import a pre-recorded voice sample and generate a cloned voice from that. We will now look into that part. Click on the browse button. Now we'll look for an audio sample to generate the voice. As we can see, the MEL spectrogram for the imported voice sample has been created again. Now we will go for the synthesis and vocoding part. For that, click on the synthesize and vocode button. Before hearing the cloned voice, we will once play the original voice to compare it.
शिवम शुक्ला मुझे बहुत परेशान किया करते हैं।
So this was the original voice. Now we will load the cloned voice.
Welcome to the toolbox to begin loading utterance from your datasets or record one yourself. Once its embedding has been created, you can synthesize any text written here. With the current synthesizer model, punctuation and special characters will be ignored. The synthesizer expects to generate outputs that are somewhere between 5 and 12 seconds. To mark breaks, write a new line. Each line will be
We will stop the voice. As we can see that the generated voice and the original voice are very similar. So we were able to clone the voice almost similar to the original voice, which was what we aimed to do. Thank you.